Welcome to the channel, my friend. I'm Tim and I'm a personal trainer based in London. My goal here on YouTube is to take those who are new to the gym from confusion and overwhelm to clarity and confidence so they can actually succeed with their fitness and physique goals. That's what this channel is all about. And if you would like me to personally guide you to your dream results, the first link in the description box below will give you all the information. The dumbbell bench press, a great exercise for strength and muscle development for the upper body, more specifically the chest, shoulders and triceps. This is your step-by-step exercise tutorial. First, let's take a look at the setup. Once you pick up your weights, go ahead and take a seat on the bench. To get into your starting position, slowly lie back down as you kick back each dumbbell into position in a controlled way. It's important to use this technique and make it a habit from the beginning, because as you progress and get stronger, you won't be able to simply muscle up the dumbbells into position. As you lift your leg up, guiding the dumbbell into position, make sure you are not allowing the dumbbell to move away from you. Keep it close to you and don't rush into lifting it up. The goal right now is to simply get into your starting position. Once you're lying back down with the dumbbells, let's make the final adjustments before you are ready to start your set. Now, let's take a look at your body position on the bench, because you are not just lying there. There's a few boxes we need to check before you start. First, dig your heels into the ground and squeeze your glutes to create stability. Then, bring your shoulder blades back and lift your chest up, resulting in a slight arch in your back. From there, let's take a look at your elbow position before you start lifting. We want your elbows to be at about a 45-degree angle to your torso. Not all the way in, not all the way out. Right about in that middle position. Now, just make sure the dumbbells are stacked on top of your elbows, meaning your hands are not moving in towards your shoulders. Push the dumbbells up. There's no need to touch the dumbbells at the top. There's no tension there. Once you push all the way, then really control and lower the weights down. Remember, bring your shoulder blades back as you lower the weights down. You want to avoid letting your shoulders rotate inwards and round forward. Keep them back and let your chest stretch. A common cue I use here, think about rowing the weights back. Lower the dumbbells down until they are basically just above your chest level, and you want to avoid trying to excessively bring it back down. In terms of breathing, this is how it should look like. Once you've finished your last rep, control the weights down, position them close to your torso, have them in front of you, and then put them down in a controlled way. Again, once you start using heavier dumbbells, it's going to be really challenging to simply sit back up with the dumbbells after an intense set. The chest press machine. Now, even though there will be some differences in machines, the general principles of proper chest press technique will still apply. The primary muscle worked during this exercise is of course your chest, but your shoulders and triceps will also be involved since this is a pushing exercise. Now, the first thing to do here is to adjust your seat position so that when you sit down, the handles you'll be using are in line with your lower chest. Once you've chosen your starting weight, let's get you set up correctly. You want to sit up nice and tall. You can then place your feet where it's most comfortable for you. Grip the handles with your wrists straight. Bring your shoulder blades back together as you become upright with your chest out. Have your elbows directly behind your hands. That's your starting position. Now, here's a few common mistakes to watch out for. Always maintain straight wrists. This is to ensure optimal grip and your ability to push the handles with full strength. We also want to avoid excessive elbow flaring, which can place your shoulders in a more dominant position. Unfortunately, this could create some issues for you over time. Your elbows should stay behind your hands. Next thing to watch out for is your chest position. It's quite common to let your chest collapse inwards and start pushing from your shoulders. We need to maintain that chest out position throughout the set. Remember, on the way back, think about bringing your shoulder blades back together and rowing back the handles. This is to keep your shoulders from rounding forward and to ensure a great chest stretch, which is exactly what we are aiming for with each rep. Avoid pressing the handles forward excessively to the point your upper back is leaving the bench. Just extend your arms out straight in front of you. That's it, no further. Remember, stay focused and strict with your form. In terms of breathing, this is how it should look like. The chest fly, also known as the pec deck, a machine-based isolation exercise that targets the chest. This is your step-by-step exercise tutorial. First, you want to adjust the position of the handles so that it's set up for the chest fly exercise. I say this because generally on most of these chest fly machines, you can also perform the reverse fly, which is for rear delts. So adjust the handles so that you can stretch your chest fully. Next, adjust the seat position so that when you sit down, the handles are in line with your chest. And finally, choose your starting weight. Now that we have set up the machine specifically for ourselves, let's take a look at our body position. You want to be seated upright with your chest out and shoulders back. This is crucial. We don't want to do this exercise with our chest collapsed like this. This will really shift the tension onto your shoulders. So pin your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and make sure you are not shrugging up. From there, grip the handles firmly. Extend your arms out to your sides with slightly bent elbows. Inhale and bring the handles together in front of you. Don't make this mistake of bending your arms and performing the movement like this, as this will be very ineffective to train your chest. Instead, we want straight arms in front of our chest as we bring the handles together. Pause this position for a moment to really emphasize the full contraction of the chest. Now, a couple of things to watch out for. Your elbow position. Do not drop them down like this. Keep them up in this position throughout your set. Another thing to watch out for is your shoulder position. Avoid this type of excessive internal rotation as you bring the handles back. Instead, we want to focus on bringing your shoulder blades back together as you bring the handles back out to the side. This will truly stretch your chest and also avoid putting your shoulders in a potentially stressful position. As always, be controlled during the eccentric or stretching phase, and then be powerful on the concentric or the contraction phase. In terms of breathing, this is how it should look like. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. Please keep in mind, this video is just one workout. For the best results possible, you want to follow a well-designed program consisting of multiple workouts that's effective and balanced. Remember, your program should take into account every aspect of fitness that is crucial, from training and nutrition to lifestyle and mindset. This is how you can truly progress and achieve your dream physique. For step-by-step guidance from me personally on all aspects of the body transformation process, the top link in the description box below will give you all the details. We will be exploring the dumbbell lateral raise, which is an isolation exercise that will primarily work that medial or side head of the shoulders. Before we get started with the technique, let me just say guys, we don't need a lot of weight to make this exercise challenging and beneficial. Now, let's start from the ground up. Have your feet at about hip width apart with your legs straight. Then brace your abs and squeeze your glutes to create stability. Keep an upright posture with your chest out. Grip the dumbbells with straight wrists and hold them just outside your quads with slightly bent elbows. From there, raise your arms up to the point where your upper arms are lined up with your shoulders by your side. Pause the movement at the top for a second to really emphasize the contraction before slowly lowering your arms back down. Now, let's go through some of the most common mistakes made during this exercise. Firstly, dropping your elbows down and leading the raise with the dumbbells. Guys, it's very important that you are thinking about lifting and lowering your upper arms and not the dumbbells. If your elbows drop below the dumbbell height, the tension is no longer on the side delt, which means we have failed to achieve the goal of the exercise. So stay strict, use appropriate weights, and keep those elbows up. Mistake number 2, lifting the dumbbells directly to your side. Even though the name of the exercise is lateral or side raises, it's our upper arms that should be raised to our side, not the dumbbells. The dumbbells will end up moving just in front of our body. Mistake number 3 is shrugging up during the lateral raises. So before you start lifting, relax your traps, keep them down, and just focus on lifting your upper arms by your side. That's it. In terms of breathing, this is how it should look like during this exercise. The rope tricep extensions, an isolation exercise that targets the triceps. This is your step-by-step exercise tutorial. Set the pulley to the top and attach a rope handle. Once you choose your starting weight, position yourself like a step away from the rope with your feet at hip width apart. Have your knees slightly bent, posture upright with your back straight. From there, have a slight forward lean in your torso, so a slight hip hinge, and have your elbows just in front of your body. Keep your elbows tucked in close to your body. Since this is an isolation exercise, we only want movement at the elbow joint. Elbow flexion and elbow extension, that's it. Here you want to extend your elbows fully. In other words, we want full lockout, as this will enable full tricep contraction. Give it a little pause once fully extended, and then slowly control the rope back up, reaching the full bend at the elbows. Avoid lifting your elbows up. They should be locked into the same position throughout the set. In terms of breathing, this is how it should look like. That's going to be it for the video. I hope you found that useful. If you have, please drop a like and subscribe for future content. Please let me know your questions or thoughts about the video in the comments below. And also, let's connect on Instagram, where I also post content to help you on your journey. Thanks for watching. See you soon.